All right, what else we got cooking? Tommy Shields, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Tommy says, hi, Stet. US Mobile is awesome for connecting to multiple networks, but do you ever see them hopping the networks without having to reactivate your SIM like Pronto Mobile you mentioned last week? Ooh, got you. So, Tommy, my answer is no. I don't know a lot when it comes to the network hopping or the real-time network switching on a single SIM card. I think it is way too complicated for them to do. Like, theoretically, they have very smart engineers. I'm sure the engineers could figure it out. I don't think it's worth the time investment it would take for that feature, especially now that all of our phones have dual SIM. You can easily have two networks active at the same time. Like, this is just such a simple setup, in my opinion. And even with Pronto Mobile that we talked about last week, and I'll show those guys right now on screen, they are advertising this incredibly cool feature where you sign up and you literally just push a button. Let's see. I would love to just have that animation somewhere. That is it. Wait, right. Boom. You hit that button, switch networks. And the pro to this, one SIM card, very nice. The biggest con to this is that there's downtime. The phone literally needs to like cycle between an entirely new cellular connection. And that's a little bit annoying. Whereas, I mean, I actually think I think US Mobile's implementation is better. It only gives you two networks, but you switch with just the tap of a button. Oops, I dismissed everything. You switch with just the tap of a button. And what could be easier than that? I think it's awesome. Now, that said, the potential upside to Pronto Mobile is they might be able to predictively switch your plan without you having to do anything, right? So let's say you go to your office and at your workplace environment, T-Mobile is the best, but at home, Verizon is the best. There's a hypothetical possibility on Pronto Mobile where as you're driving to work, boom, your phone auto switches to T-Mobile. Then when you leave work and you drive home, boom, it auto switches back to Verizon. So that could be really cool, and there still could be some really awesome upsides to Pronto, but I think US Mobile will not do that. And as I said, I think their current implementation is honestly awesome. Advice for starting a tech YouTube channel. That is a fantastic question, Jordan. I would say I've been doing YouTube for a while. The biggest piece of advice I can say is make videos about stuff that you're excited about, because if you're not excited about it, it gets boring and hard. If you're going to invest in gear, the best gear that I personally have invested in, I'm trying to see if it's nearby. It is not. Two best pieces. Number one, a good microphone. People will listen to good audio and watch lower quality video. They will not tolerate poor audio. I mean, just think about it. We have podcasts, right? But we don't have silent movies anymore. So I would highly, highly recommend considering to invest in audio if you're going to invest in equipment. The second piece of gear, it's over there. I'll get it for you. It's one of these. It is a teleprompter. This one is by Best View. And if it looks like, wow, you can see my messy desk. Let me tilt this up. Well, it's got a mirror, so you can see how it works. But if it looks like I am reading a script in my videos, it's because I am. And that just makes it so much easier versus talking off the cuff. The other thing, I'd say tech number 3 would be lights. Hopefully it looks like this is reasonably well lit, and I think that really helps. You can have great lighting with a budget camera and get an awesome result. So those are some things I would think about. Just make videos about what you're excited about and get started is what I would say. I mean, making videos and publishing them is probably the hardest step, and the more and more you do, the easier it gets and the better your videos get, and you learn a lot. You know, maybe a few people watch the early videos, but that's expected. If you go back to the start of this channel a decade ago, I mean, it is crazy. I'm not even going to show it, but all the videos are still there. You can see me in high school with a like way higher pitched voice. It's awesome. Just like making videos for fun. And like fun fact, this channel used to be a card trick channel. I was really into card tricks for a bit before I got into tech. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful, Jordan. That's what I would say. Mic, lights, teleprompter, make videos about stuff you're excited about, and like just start. And you can do a talking head format. You can do graphics. I use Apple Keynote for all my graphics. But that's what I would say. Tommy Shields, Audio is important, 100%, 100%.